That's great. The biggest thing to keep in mind, though, is we could end up with the devilish trinity in the dungeon. That, of course, being Dark Nuts, Wizropes, and Lionels. We are getting ourselves underway here. We immediately start off here. We got the sword because shuffle, so all the caves are going to be in their vanilla locations. Slidick opting to take the left hand. Looks like he is going to be going towards vanilla level 3 immediately. Shatty going to go ahead to kill this blue Octorok here in an attempt to get a bomb drop, because you can get bomb drop. Big note, there is only a 40% chance from any enemy in that group C to have a drop when you. Slidick has found level 6, level 3. Meanwhile, Shatty is over here at the vanilla level 1 spot and comes across level 2. Shatty going to have a bit of an easier time, quote unquote. Level 2 is a much smaller dungeon than level 6 tends to be. And we do have our first transport staircase here by Slidick, but he's going to say, okay, I've got that, we're going to take and see where we go from there. Shatty, meanwhile, in level 2, comes across an immediate Triforce here, and that is what the star there is. That is the Triforce. Opts to leave it there, and the reason he's going to leave it there is it is sitting there. It is happily just in the room. You don't have to kill anything for it, even if you were just killing keys. So you can come back to that room at any point, and the Triforce will be there. So it's a super easy Triforce to get. It is just in up A away. Speaking of Triforces, Slidick going to be over there on our right-hand side. He's going to be picking up his first Triforce of the match, although probably not intentional. He definitely had that Triforce spot on top of him, so he's going to get the Triforce out of level 6, and he is happy with that for right now. He will come back to that if he needs to, and I don't blame him in the slightest, because level 6 tends to be the second biggest of the non-level 9 dungeons here in Shapes, dwarfed only by level 8. That just has to do with the way the algorithm makes the shapes. You don't need to get into that. I don't need to get into that, because frankly, I don't know how it works. I just know that's how it works. Slidick going to be joining Shatty over here in level 2.
Hey TG, how's this going so far?
Well, I was on a roll, and then somebody decided they wanted to whisper sweet nothings in my ear. It got me very distracted.
Well,
what we did find is a recorder in level 2 for Shatty. But how are you doing today, Nora?
I'm doing well.
That is good to hear, good to hear. From the looks of it, we also got ourselves a heart container here in level 2, because Shatty went in with 3 and left with 4, so they're going to be doing the same thing. I might be a little hyperactive and excited, though. I'm not exactly sure why, but if you have any thoughts as to why I'm all hyperactive, please let me know.
Today ending in Y.
True. Also, this is the first time I've really had a good chance to truly look at Shatty's bright set as we find a 61 rupee candle here at the Forgotten Spot. The Zolas are bloopers, and they are the most adorable thing. Look at that blooper.
It's a fantastic sprite set, not gonna lie. I really absolutely love it.
Okay, the Armos are question mark blocks. I really haven't seen this a lot. And then, oh, they turn into bombs. I haven't seen this yet.
Well, and while you were laughing about that, Shatty did find what appeared to be the blue boomerang. I'm pretty sure that's what that was.
Definitely the blue boomerang. I mean, I'm a little disappointed that he picked it up, but with this, especially early on, it's a great find here. And yes, the items will change locations in this setup here. And the reason the items will change locations here is because there is a 50-50 chance that the Armos item is shuffled. So if it's shuffled, it can be among any of those 5 locations. So it just happened to be in its normal vanilla location, but it was still under the shuffle Armos item flag, which is why it was shuffled there. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, those Hammer Brothers, those are Wizrobes, so we've got ourselves some Wizrobes on the overworld. How do you feel about that, Nora?
Keep them on the overworld. In fact, put them up on Death Mountain where we really don't have to go, and I'm even better.
And also, I believe we saw those pinchers there. Yeah, those are Lionels. So we've got 2 of the 3 parts of the devilish Holy Trinity on the overworld, so our runners are going to be super happy about that. Unfortunately, trying to cross the desert on anything here, whether it's a horse with no name or not very fun with the absolute army of blue Wizrobes there doing the absolute dirty.
Yeah, they say screen scrolling is not required, and it's not, but, and you might want to on those screens.
Yes, not required doesn't mean not useful. And now Shatty gonna go ahead here and find level 6 after noping out of level 4 up at vanilla level 6's location. Not having any keys will do that to you. Slidick gonna pick up another heart container here, so he's gonna be one heart container away from guaranteeing himself the white sword item. Unfortunately, you don't want to go back into Monocle Rock. You've already got the heart out of there, you don't need another one.
But sometimes it's fun to revisit the places you've been.
I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world to revisit the places that you've been.
Slidick's got himself up to a nice 100 rupees. You know, when he does come back across a candle, we'll be able to make that purchase. So go ahead and check this small secret here. Just checking for that armless item. We know it's up in the grave area.
It opts to not pick up a small secret there, and I definitely don't blame him. You know, it's not worth taking it. I mean, unless it's like 20 rupees, it's not really worth the time it's going to take, especially if you pop in and, oh, hi, I'm just literally 1 rupee. And there is an item in level 6. That is a 1-up mushroom, which of course means it's a heart container.
And everyone's favorite spinning demon, Patra, hanging out here in 8. Well, I mean, followed by everyone's other favorite Nope Rope.
Yeah, so we get Patra and some Danger Noodles, Nope Ropes if you want to call them that. But either way, they're Blue Land Moas. They're an absolute pain. And Slidick probably doing the good thing and saying, I am done with this level 8 for right now, because that's just a whole pile of I want nothing to do with that crap.
Yeah, you come back here when you're better prepared or out of options.
Or with a ladder so you can attempt to bomb past the Patra.
Oh, but guess who's waiting for you on the ladder coming out of 2?
Everyone's favorite orange rope creatures?
Yep.
So Slidick continuing the trek through level 6 here. And there is the Triforce, or sorry, Shatty, who's doing the trek for level 6, going to pick up the Triforce there. So we'll see if he does the same thing that Slidick did, and that's say, I'm out, I'll come back later. Or if he's going to go back in. Nope, he is out.
I mean, you've got the recorder. Yeah, get out of 6. Run.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. With that recorder, it makes gambling on these bigger dungeons much easier. Especially when you get the Triforce. Early like that.
Yeah, our first look at the... Oh, well, never mind. Mr. Lionel's going to have words to say about getting what's on the coast first.
Well, Mr. Lionel, how many licks does it take you to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
He doesn't lick, he just throws a sword at it.
So the answer is 1? 1 sword lick?
Yep.
Okay. Fair enough. And Shatty picking up the candle and whistling back to 6, which tells me there's a chance we might be going for the 100 secret here in the Dead Woods. I love this play. Because it's the easiest one to get to via a recorder access. I very, very much love this play. Hopefully he's rewarded with a big ol' secret, and that is a big ol' secret.
Oh, definitely. Both of our runners are going to cash in on the recorder.
I didn't get a chance to hear the tune, so did you happen to catch it?
It was a bunch of noise, to be honest.
Are we talking about the recorder or us talking?
Yes.
Okay. So we have the absolute sinkiest of sync here, both killing the Fresh Maker, not getting anything from it here. So yeah, we are in absolute high 5 mode here, and this is fantastic. I love it.
You couldn't ask for anything more in Game 3.
Oh no, like you want Game 3s, like you want your Game 3s to be, you know, kind of like the Nationals-Dodgers Game 5 the other night, where it was a close game, it got tied, we got extra innings. You want all the crazy things. Now, I apologize for Dodger if you're a Dodgers fan. I know this is a little too soon. Might be putting a little salt in the wound there, but, you know, that's what you want to see. You don't want to see what happened in the Cardinals Brave game, yeah, where it was like 11-0 after a half inning. You want close, you want drama. And that's what we're getting right now, with both runners being in the same dungeon. Absolutely fantastic.
I mean, they're going swing for swing here, bomb wall for bomb wall.
This is ridiculous on so many amazing levels right now. The only difference here is Shatty has got 2 more bombs and 27 more rupees, and Slidick unfortunately is taking a death, so we are no longer going room for room and bomb for bomb. But yeah, it looks like red Darknuts here, or in this case red Spinies, rolled up to 5 HP, so that's never fun. Slidick saying, no thank you, I will come back here when I am done as well. This dungeon is awful.
Yeah, not finding the map early here. This 5 is one of those things where it's requiring a lot of time and resources. Shatty takes a death in that room too. We'll see if he continues playing.
Yeah, and I very much like this play by Slidick here. You know that you definitely have ways that you can increase your potential of surviving. So you come back when you're much better equipped, and it gives you a much better chance of taking out the darkness. Shatty, on the other hand, is going back in, does discover another bomb wall, tries to pick up this key, but unfortunately is met with everyone's least favorite landmark, the red one. They're not as fast as the blue, but they still...
No, absolutely. Just this 5 is one of those things where you're just like, we'll play later, I think.
No, but Slidick did have the key to get himself into level 4. So he's going to be able to continue along here. I was going to say going to have to play some 2-door Monty, but picks up a key here. So the 2-door Monty is simply, I have the keys, I can do what I want, and what I want to do is probably avoid this Patra like the plague. Why? Because Patra.
I mean, you don't need a better excuse.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The last match I played, pretty arrows. So the last match I played, the one Patra that I killed rewarded me with the white sword. So, Patra's not the worst, but when you're on green tunic and 5 hearts, yeah, Patra sucks. What also sucks is this room that Shatty is in without the ladder. Oh, that is very hard to traverse and kill anything with. The ladder at least allows you to dodge the darkness and not worry about getting hit by the bubbles. But yeah, this room with those bubbles, that is a very difficult room to traverse.
An absolute fantastic job. Gets rewarded with... Oh, that's
the map.
That is a map.
And that's a hungry lizard walking on 2 legs with his hands outstretched.
You're not wrong. Very interesting how linear that upper section is. With our limited resources right now, that could very well eat Shatty's resources quickly and leave him with nothing coming out of here.
Now, let's see what we get coming out of here. We get some bombs there, but let's see what this staircase room is. If this is something good, well, that's none of the above.
I mean, I'm a big fan of picking that up, especially at this point when you haven't purchased a candle yet, I believe. No, we do have a candle.
Yeah, we do have a candle.
It's not the worst thing. I like to use it. Does some extra damage to likes. It's a good crowd control weapon if you find the wand.
Yeah, you're just like me in the sense of you'll pick it up early, hoping to get a wand, so you don't have to try and go search out a candle. I know you're just like me in that.
Well, not just that, but like, you know, in certain rooms, such like this Vire room that Slidick's in, launching fire down, killing the Vire and the Keese with the fire, just makes that room just that much easier to deal with.
You're not wrong at all. And this is going to be our transport staircase here in level 5. Looks like we're going to need it because we were shut off from the bottom part of the lizard legs here. So even though level 5 is fully connected, we are technically safe. And oh, hi! that's the bow in level 5.
That is, and that's one of those rooms where a lot of runners forget to clear out. Forget to clear out their transport staircase rooms and their item staircase rooms. So we'll see if Slidick remembers that that room can have a drop in it.
Yeah, but that is a huge, huge find for Shatty, and we know it's a very good, and even a better find because he's probably going to head to level 4 next, just based on where he is. Level 4 holds the silver arrows. Also, because we have another staircase, this is a segmented level 4. I didn't notice it initially, but yeah, this is a segmented level 4.
Well, and that's the last item here in 4, so we'll see Slidick pick the Triforce up here just shortly, as we got silvers in a heart container here.
I mean, aside from getting like the god level where you get like ladder raft or bow and silver or something like that, as Shatty has to pay a bomb to continue on through the rest of this level 5, you're never disappointed to get a heart container, especially when the route you're on right now is probably taking you right up to where the white sword item is. I could see a detour up at vanilla level 9 first, but ultimately, guaranteeing the 6 hearts is fantastic because Slidick now knows whatever is there on the white sword item, he doesn't have to worry. Oh, look where the Triforce in 5 is!
Yeah, just right there. Oh, but we're not getting it. That's gonna be a problem.
Need a ladder. Slidick also went ahead and picked up the magical boomerang there, and again, with Wizrobes being on the overworld, the only enemies in dungeons that aren't stunnable are going to be the Dark Nuts, so that's actually a very, very good pickup here, because it can allow for some more movement. Or it can just kill some Red Octoroks to see Shatty just going to town with the magical boomerang.
Yeah, the one enemy that if I have it in the underworld, I definitely pick the boomerang up for, regardless of what color, is those Lionels. But they're hanging out in the overworld, so hopefully they won't be as annoying tonight.
Yeah. But I definitely agree, because when the Lionels are stunned, they are not able to shoot their sword beams at you, so it's a fantastic crowd control option, especially if you have little or no bombs. We do see Shatty pick up his 6 heart container, so he is going to be okay when he comes to this white sword item, which is game on! We got the red ring.
Red ring at white sword as Shatty is making the play to get max rupees to potentially buy a blue ring. Doesn't know that's hanging out waiting for him up at the top of the mountain there.
Well, I am still of the mentality I will pay any amount of money for a blue ring if it guarantees me the next item I find is the red ring. I'm all about that. Shatty gonna go ahead and put this candle to use and discover level 3 here under vanilla level 8. This is also a very nice find. Again, one of these smaller dungeons that we have. Slidick appeared. Oh, hey, look, there's a horizontal shoot room in level 3. Raise your hand if you're surprised.
And raise your hand if you're surprised it's got the Triforce in it, as, yeah. It's always got something. You see that vertical shoot, or that horizontal shoot room, you clear that in 3.
I think I've had it one time not have a drop in there. But anyway, we've got our first item in 1. It is, guess what? A heart container. Because there are 9 heart containers that are in the shuffle, so statistically speaking, we're probably gonna find a lot of them. Especially if we are still waiting to find things like the raft and the ladder. And in this case, for Slidick the bow, and for Shatty the silver arrows. So, yeah!
Now, definitely like Slidick's position here a little bit better with the silvers in hand. Now, they were pretty much on the way to the Triforce, best I could tell, in 4. So Shatty will likely not miss them, but it's always annoying having that chance to have to dive 9 looking for those.
Oh, speaking of 9, look at that map for level 1. It's level 9 with a hangnail. Literally. I mean, am I wrong?
No, just wow.
Yep. But no, I definitely agree. I do like Slidick's positioning a little bit better right now, simply because, I don't have to dig 9 for the silver arrows, and I also love what Shatty's doing right there. Just putting these, I'm assuming these are the Gibdos all together, using a couple of bobs, and I love the fact that the Gibdos are the crabs from the SMB3 2-player minigame. Like, the angry crab that always got you when it came to the last one, because it just got so mad. Oh, hey, look, we got some thick ropes.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So, Slidick's that's a very good find for Slidick there. The red candle. So he no longer has to worry about purchasing a blue candle. And also, an interesting note, he attempted to bomb down in that room and couldn't get there, which means that is either A, old man, or B, Zelda's room.
Yeah, there was a discussion a couple weeks ago about Zelda's room not being in level 1 very often. That's a chance for it to really actually be in there.
Which would be absolutely fantastic here. Slidick looks like he's found all 3 items in level 1, because I would be... did we miss something here, or is he just leading with only 2?
I only saw 2. I saw a heart container and I saw the red candle. I did not see a 3rd floor item, but I don't remember how many hearts he walked into one with.
He had 6.
Well, then he must have found a heart container, because he's at 7 now.
Well, yeah, no, he walked into one with 6. He got the heart container in the staircase.
Alright, so we had heart container, we had red candle. I don't see anything else in his inventory so far that says anything.
Could have been one of those things where it spawned on top of him and we just didn't see it, so we'll definitely keep our eyes open in the inventory as well. There is definitely a large disparity in a certain item here, so we all know what the next item Shatty's going to find is, right?
Yeah, it starts with an A.
It does start with an A. One other note, because we found level 7 up here, we're down to level 9, that means level 9 is...
It does.
So that's a good... Go ahead.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite type of layouts, where I've got the recorder and I know Raft is blocking 9.
Yeah, no, 100% agree here, because you know you're not losing anything until you find the raft. It can be the last item that you find. The only downside to it is, to me personally, and that's it, that looks like, you know, someone just chipped a bowl, and the chip flying off on the other side there.
That's a pretty accurate description of that.
Yep. But what I was saying here is, one of my favorite things is when, you know, you got all the items, and the last item that you find is either the raft or the recorder, and 9 isn't there, and it's like a 6 or a 7, so you can go mode that last dungeon because you found everything. I love it when a go mode item is like the raft or the recorder, or in this case, look, the power bracelet's in level 3. And there is a super early Triforce for Slidick. I definitely agree with checking that staircase first to see if it was something. But yeah, pick this up, and you have the recorder. You can come back here later if you want to, if you have to.
He's gonna take a poke back in. Might be considering, I think there was like 1 room left he didn't explore in this little section. As Shatty's grabbing his Triforce out of 3 here.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 30 rooms in this 7. So it's weird because, well, we can't go in there because we still don't have a ladder. It's weird to say only 30 rooms because the vanilla level is 33. But when it's laid out like this, it feels much more compact. This doesn't feel like 30 rooms to me, if that makes sense.
No, definitely. Shatty's going to give us a look here on the coast finally, and we find the wand hanging out here.
There is nothing wrong with a little wand. Slidick opting to stab Happy at this Patra, and I'm much more inclined to fight the Patra if I'm geared up like Slidick is, with that delicious red ring. So yeah, I'm not upset with this call at all, especially because, as we saw earlier in level 5 with the bow, staircase rooms can have drops in them, so seeing Slidick do this tells me that when we get back to level, he's definitely going to kill that room.
Oh, absolutely. And while we were taking a look at the items, Shatty did go ahead and buy the blue ring as well.
Yep, so now we've got Gray Mario?
Fire Flower. He picked up the Fire Flower.
That's the best Fire Flower nerds you're getting out of me.
I love the Pokey Patra sprite.
Oh my god. Go faster, Pokey! That's one of my favorite things overall about the Zelda randomizer. The fact that you have people who will come up and make their own custom sprite sets. I've seen some fantastic ones. I know that the Team Bearded Flex guys, Dragon Dark and Matrick, they have the Legacy of the Wizard sprite set, which is absolutely fantastic. Even if I've never played the game, so I only know half of what's going on.
Oh yeah, that one's
Grim
great.
has his Kirby sprite set, which is gorgeous. Shatty's got this one. I know that both Unos and I think it's Tetra have Link's Awakening themed versions of it.
Also, Crim has the Onion Knight variation as well.
Right, but that's just a Link sprite. I'm talking about full sprite.
Oh yeah, the sweet. Was it King Doll who had the crown, or Your Majesty a few years ago?
Yeah, that was Dark Rupee. Yeah, no, some of the sprite sets are just absolutely fantastic. Although I still maintain that, like you said, there's the all the different sprites that are awesome. But my favorite sprite, by far, that I've seen in the tournament is Balletta's adorable little slime.
Oh, that slime is so adorable.
Yes. Spoilers if you haven't played Dragon Quest XI. Nothing main plot-wise, but that slime sprite, so reminds me of Ulysses, which is a mini-game character in one of the slot machine mini-games. It's literally a little slime warrior on a stick, and Ulysses is amazing, and that's what that sprite reminds me of. And if you think Ulysses isn't amazing, come on and fight me, bro. You got silent. You're not a fan of Ulysses, are you?
No, I'm just not encouraging people to fight you.
Wait, you're being rational?
It happens.
I'm shocked. Somebody must have had a long day.
Can I not be rational for 5 minutes?
Anyway, we do have Shatty continuing through level 8 as Slidick is continuing through level 7. This is a potential staircase room for Slidick as Shatty has come across an unfortunate potential ladder block, but sees he has some options. There is the wooden boomerang in level 7. Shatty not going to waste his time going down to pick it up or to mess with it or anything, or sorry, Slidick, excuse me, because, well, he's already picked up the Usurper, so...
I'm surprised you're still talking about either one of these runners right now, to be honest.
It's my job. I have to. So that's pretty much the only reason why. Although, like I said, I do agree with the pickup of the boomerang here, especially as early as they got it. So, also the most dangerous boss in the game.
Well, Shatty's picking that up. There's a shiny key on the floor here in 7.
That is a shiny key. So Slidick going back into level 7, that's going to pay some huge dividends because he had no keys. Unlike Shatty, who has found all of the keys, Slidick had found none of the keys. Okay, the curled up spinies as the boulders is awesome. We do have in-sync heart grabs from different locations. Slidick grabbing his from the Coast Cave, whereas Shatty is grabbing his from Monaco Rock. I don't think Shatty's going to be too upset when he comes across the white sword item being the red ring. He might be a little disappointed that he just purchased a blue ring, but hey, that blue ring definitely caused him to survive there in level 8 to pick up the Triforce. So you're never going to be mad when your allows you to buy.
No, you're it doesn't unless you're looking for silvers in 9 with seconds ticking off the clock at 1 hour and 30. You're not sad about seeing that.
Even then, I'm not sad about seeing it because, you know, the 10-15 seconds it takes away by going to pick it up could be saved even more than that if you need it, if it saves your life in another room, because a death could be even more there.
Yeah, it just adds to your stress at that point. You're like, that's not what I wanted to see. I'll take it.
So Shatty is here in level 1, Slidick is here in level 3. So we basically have an exact mirror of what we had earlier when, Shatty was in 3 and Slidick was in 1. Shatty putting the boomerang to good use there as he kills the 3 wall masters in this room, and it's going to be rewarded with the heart container here that is in this room. So we will see if we happen to miss an item here in level 1, or if Slidick decided to just leave with 2.
Good hints here from the old man. Do make sure you take care of that power.
Yeah, it was one of the advice, piece of advice that you got in several games. I remember playing the original Final Fantasy, and every time you save it in, it would tell you hold reset while you turn the power on. I mean, nothing wrong with that at all. And Shatty, unfortunately, the game getting a little hands-on there with him. So thankfully, he was only 1 room away from start, so it didn't cost him too much. Slidick is over here in level 3 and is finding himself a manhandle guarding a key. He doesn't have to worry about that per se. And there is that map for Shatty. He is going to find this is level 9 as well. So continuing on here, we have got Slidick burning away these gels here, and is going to go ahead and find his power bracelet here in level 3. Shatty going to continue on through the rest of this level 1. Those are some adorable Tektites. I think those might be the most Tektites that I've seen so far, because Tektites suck. Yeah, especially when they roll high HP.
Yeah, I like both of our runners picking up the power bracelet here. Yeah, it's one of those things where overall movement's not bad, but at the same time, having that information, being able to travel and avoid bad screens, always a good thing.
But the issue with the power bracelet is the earlier you have order, the more value that the power bracelet loses, especially when you start to get Triforces around different areas. So I understand the pickup. I agree with the pickup. It just starts to lose a lot of value the later the game goes, and the earlier you picked up the recorder.
Yeah, if nine's in a good position, or getting back up to the magical sword if you want to try that. Yeah, recorder's nice, but you can also use that as a quick way if the screens aren't what you like. If you have a bunch of wizards on that screen down from 6, the power bracelet slot might be slightly faster.
Oh, absolutely. And Shatty is going back into level 1 here, so we will get a chance to see if that gamble that Slidick made is the correct gamble or an incorrect gamble. Also, this map in level 3 is something.
Oh, well, whatever it is ladder locked. That looks like the raft, I believe, actually.
That would have to be the raft? So Slidick may have seen that and we just missed it, that's why he peaced out. So, yeah.
So we're a ladder away from being in no mode, at least on our end. Slidick hasn't been in 5 to find the bow, and Shatty's still missing silvers out of 4, but other than that, once we find the ladder, at least the 2 of us will have the information.
Yeah, no, nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm all about information, and there is a heart container for Slidick out of level 3, and the Triforce is simply an up A and a couple of convoluted, circuitous rooms away.
Shatty making the trip up the mountain. We'll be headed into level 7. We'll see if he makes it out of here with the any key.
Also, Joe's Crab Shack.
How may I take your order?
Alaskan King, please. All legs.
How fresh do you want it?
How fresh can you make it? But anyway, we've got Shatty continuing on through level 7, Slidick avoiding the wizards and going back into level 8. So, interesting, ladder probably here in level 8.
Yeah, we're really running out of locations that it can be. Yeah, I think we've seen most of the items in all of the dungeons. Like, I think we're down to, like, maybe 1 in 5.
No, we got both of
No, we got
those.
both in 5, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
book and yeah. So yeah, I think ladder has to be here in level 8 just by default.
Which is unfortunate because there were a lot of rough combat rooms when Shatty came up here.
Yes, there definitely were. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a case of who can find the magic bomb hole first. Unfortunately for Shatty, he's not going to be able to bomb into that room from the left because we know that's a corridor staircase. Also, those dark nuts did not want to play nicely on Slidick's side. And also, with that amount of money that he has, I guarantee he's hoping to find a bomb.
Oh, definitely. He's got nothing really else to purchase unless we stumble into a bait block at this point.
I mean, I'm all down for stumbling into a bait block.
Oh, yeah. I would love it to be like the room before Ganon or the room before Zelda.
But we also like Schadenfreude, so...
We do.
Also, that was not the word of the day today. I do get a word of the day from my email and stuff. I don't know why I started getting a word of the day, but I started getting a word of the day. No, today's word of the day was phantasmagorian.
Okay. I'll bite.
That is that sort of that when it seems like reality and dreams have started to blur together. That's sort of like that weird, funky. Everything's got like the weird laser light look to it. That is a phantasmagorian, and I'm pretty sure level 8 could be considered a phantasmagorian because I have no other idea of what the heck that is.
You're not wrong on that. But yeah, here at Randomania, we do want to make sure you get your educational experience here. So thank you, Teach, for the word of the day.
You are absolutely welcome. Joe Scrap Shack, how can I help you?
Luke's got himself a staircase here. He goes down it, and that's not what we're looking for, but not complaining about.
No, I mean, we still don't have a chance at picking up the white sword. So the white sword, the magic sword. So you're never mad at finding the white sword, and I can confirm that finding a white sword is definitely something that can swing a game in your favor.
Yeah, it just makes everything that much easier. Killing Patras, even high HP Dark Nuts and stuff, it's just that much easier to deal with a bad room.
Also, if we want to also talk about other crazy, stupid things I end up getting in my email, I also get horrible jokes of the day. Or at least I got one. I was checking my spam folder for something, and apparently there was a horrible joke of the day in there as well.
Well, sad to say this. We were hoping for it being in 1, but it's here in 8. And it's got a Gliok.
It is, and there was the any key for Shatty. I'm not sure if he noticed it. There he goes. He's going back for it, so he's going to get the any key there as well. And the it we were referring to is, of course, Zelda's room and not the raft.
Well, we know the raft is in 1. We've seen it. We need the ladder.
So, can I tempt you for the horrible joke that my email sent me?
I mean, you're going to do it anyway, so I'm just going to play.
I am, and it's slightly appropriate considering we are here on Randomania, and every now and then we may be graced by OPT Lawyer, because the joke that I got sent was, how does the lawyer sleep?
How does the lawyer sleep?
Well, first he lies on one side, then he lies on the other.
Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't like, what does a lawyer wear to bed?
What, is there a punchline for that one?
Briefs.
Oh. I am not sorry at all. We have to go across another staircase here in level 8. That is going to be our transported staircase. Slidick saying, no, thank you. I will come back for this later. I have a room to the north I must check. Also, I wasn't kidding when I made the Joe's Crab Shack joke. That's our 3rd Goma here in level.
Hope you're hungry.
I mean, I live in Maine, so I much prefer lobster. Not that I'm a big seafood guy to begin with, but if you're putting a gun to my head and making me choose, the answer is always going to be lobster over crab. And there is the boomerang for Shatty. I'm going to say no thank you to that. Going to go ahead and pick up the Triforce here in level 7.
Gonna have to take the long way around.
I mean, yes, but that's the unfortunate thing when you have a corridor staircase. And these two like bikes here, Slidick very, very happy he's got himself a red candle right now, because otherwise he would be having to use the boomerang to stun them and then bombing them, which is never a good thing. But yeah, we're going to go ahead, and the good thing about this room for Shatty is as long as the room is killed somewhat efficiently, he's going to end up with more bombs here, so he'll at least be leaving 7 with a full stack of explosives.
Unfortunately for Slidick, there's nothing good about the room he's in except for what it has on the floor.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, is our step ladder. But Slidick still has to go back to level 5, where he's going to find himself the bow. And then he's going to have to go back to level 1, where he can pick himself up a wrap. And then, finally, we'll be able to go to level 9 and find Hyrule's favorite new rapper, the notorious P.I.G.
Chad's going to go ahead and looks like he's going to put the power burst to torque here. Very nice idea to get back up here.
I love what Slidick just did there. He took 1 coin, or 1 rupee, out of that pile. Then he goes back into the room. The rupee box will be gone, and the Triforce will just spawn. So you can just walk in and get it, so he doesn't have to worry about doing it again. I very much like that. He's like, I got 195 rupees. There's not a darn thing I'm going to need. I love that.
Oh, absolutely. He's still going to be looking for the items here in 8. There's 1 item left in here.
Only 1 more staircase item.
Just doesn't. We had White Sword was one of the staircase, so we're looking for 1 more staircase item.
Yep. Here we get people in chat asking about how many points they get. Right now, Shatty's going to be getting points because he's going to find himself some silver arrows right here. But as Nora said in chat, you do get 1,000 TGE points. But just like Whose Line Is It Anyway, those points are made up and they don't matter.
Believe me, I've been playing with TGE points for way too long and I'm not getting anything from them.
I'm glad you added points to the end of that.
I know how to phrase.
Yep. I have no doubt that you don't. And there is a Gleeok of the 4-headed variety. The any key that Shatty has, he's just going to go ahead and pay his 5-key toll, which is really just using the any key. Anytime I see a mudra room that requires keys and you have the any key, I just imagine somebody taking the any key and just smacking the old man upside the head saying, "Let me through!"
Yeah, and this is something we haven't seen a lot in this tournament, Tej. We have Slidick here headed towards... Oh, he's going to try to finish digging out this last item, but we're going to be headed into our last dungeon with the Triforce. Not in go mode.
Nothing wrong with this. I am always a fan of going into the last dungeon and not being in go mode, especially because it gets you things like this where you go back and double check and make sure you haven't messed up anything here. So it always adds for more drama when you still have that 1 item left you gotta find. I love it. And unfortunately, this patches the staircase item, and it's just gonna be a heart. We know where everything else is. It's just a heart container.
No, it very well could be Wand. No, Wand is on the coast, yeah.
Wand is on the coast, yeah. Everything is marked. We know that it's a heart container.
We've reached that point in the night where I've seen too many seeds.
The other thing for Slidick here is that is going to give him a 20% chance at the magical sword if he so desires, but red ring, white sword, probably not gonna.
Yeah, not with 5 where it's located.
No, but Slidick is definitely here in the catbird seat right now because Shatty already got the Triforce out of level 8, didn't explore it fully like Slidick did, so Slidick 100% in the catbird seat, as Slidick is making his way back into 1 to go ahead and pick up that raft, as Shatty has found the heart container here in level 4, so both of our runners have a 20% chance of picking up the magical sword. It wouldn't surprise me, considering level 4 is at the vanilla level 6 location, to see that, if the magical sword is available there.
Slidick just wanted to check the extra rooms in there, see what was in the rest of 1. Maybe looking for a bomb drop or something. We'll be on his way to 5 now to, won't be likely a full clear, but he'll end up in go mode at the end of this.
And then here's our check. Does the dude abide? The dude does not abide, unfortunately. 20% chance, not good enough to pick up the magical sword.
Shatty is back in level 8.
Which is a good call.
Yeah, though this ladder is behind a extra helping of combat, so
yeah.
We'll see if Shatty gets there.
The thing that Shatty knows is he's already got all the items that are pretty much every other dungeon. He knows ladder has to be in here. So he is in no mode. And as soon as Slidick gets the boat, he'll be in go mode. So yeah, even though Slidick had the advantage here, because Shatty has to go back into level 8, it's not going to be as big an advantage as one would think. The biggest advantage here is more than likely going to be that white sword. Yeah, it is going to be interesting to see, because the white sword was pretty early here in level 8, so depending on how Shatty goes about it here, he may or may not come across it. If he does, and that does diminish the advantage that Slidick did have here. But he's going to run into the same issue that we saw Shatty run into, and that's he's going to probably explore everything else here in this 5 before getting that one room where we know the Triforce is at. Also, Nora,
yeah,
are lawyers like Beetlejuice?
I mean, you did say his name.
I said it 3 times too, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to confirm as Slidick comes down and finds the wonderful the book here. Did Shed pick up the Triforce in 5? I don't remember seeing.
He can't. It's ladder blocked.
Oh, it is ladder blocked. That's right. He does have to come back in there.
Yeah, so there's no way he could have picked up the Triforce in 5 because it's that room that we saw, in the map. We don't have it yet on Slidick's side, but the one little piece on the top of the map that was ladder blocked. So yeah, this is where that ladder in the key room comes in handy. We saw how many issues that Shatty was having with this room earlier without the ladder. Slidick coming in here with the ladder makes killing Dark Nuts in this room so much.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's
the bait block.
Sad about that now.
You did sound very disappointed about the fact that we have no bait block. And there is the ladder for Shatty. He's going to pick that actually is going to put him in the catbird seat now. Again, that white sword that Slidick has is the advantage, but Shatty knows exactly where the Triforce in level 5 is. So he is actually going to be having to go back to 1 first, but he has the advantage of the knowledge of the last 2 where he is going to have to go. So this turned around very quickly.
Well, Slidick did just find the compass, so he's gonna keep looking in 5, not knowing that
he needs to for the bow.
Right, but not knowing that the bow is sitting in the same room.
Or right
next. Shatty's gonna go to the coast, looks like, and grab the wand. So the combat advantage is not necessarily, decided here now.
No, I actually like this play because with Wizards being on the overworld, there is an enemy, a non-boss enemy in level 9 that wand can't do damage to. So I very much like that. And this actually, taking this staircase is fantastic for Slidick because it's going to put him in the room with the bow.
Alright, so here we are at, 50 minutes and some change, and we're finally in go mode.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's the bow for Slidick. Shatty coming in, going to get the raft here. So yeah, this is going to be super close. Slidick's going to have the early 9 entry advantage here, but not by a whole lot. This is going to come down to routing. As every good Game 3 showed, we're getting that closeness that we desire.
Well, not before we have a little dance with Dark Nuts to end the night.
I mean, Dances with Dark Nuts, not my favorite Hyrulean B movie, but it is up there.
Right up there with Find the Bomb Hole, and Beams Are Us.
I mean, I'm more a fan of any of the Korea independent movies, but I'm also biased.
So Slidick will be making his way to sail across the river to go take on the notorious PIG.
Yeah, absolutely. And there is that map of 5 that we were talking about earlier. So Shatty going to go ahead. The wand he picked up is definitely going to help his combat here. Going to allow him to potentially do 3 HP worth of damage by swinging the wand and the wood sword at the same time, as opposed to the 2 HP worth of damage that you saw Slidick doing. But yeah, what initially looked like Slidick was probably going to have a good 5-10 minute advantage going into 9 is going to be about a minute, if that, depending on how long it takes Shatty to get over there. We've got approximately a 52-minute and 11-second entry into 9. We'll say 52:10 for good measure, and we'll see how long it takes Shatty to get over there. But yeah, in level 9. So, no. I have a very important question for you.
Yes.
We're here in level 9. What are we trying to find?
Well, we are listening for the notorious PIG's recording studio, where he is laying down his latest tracks. We'll also be looking for a door that does not open when we clear the room. That'll be Zelda. Now, on Shatty's side, we're not going to have the notorious PIG. We're going to have Bowser, and we'll be trying to make some turtle soup.
Have you ever had turtle soup?
I hear it's delicious.
It is. I actually had it before. Didn't know I was eating it at the time because I'm one of those people where if you tell me it's something that I'm a little squeamish with, I'll get very squeamish with it. But I wasn't told until afterwards. I'm like, wasn't that bad?
I do believe we just heard the sound of the recording studio.
The sweet siren song of the notorious PIG.
And Slidick is now very confused as to where that pig is, as Shatty's dancing with Manhandla here.
I mean, Manhandla's in London is also a fantastic Hyrulean B movie. If you haven't seen it, you very much have to. Because watching Manhandla try and get on the London subway system, that right there is worth the price of it.
And Teach, you couldn't ask for a better Game 3 here. Our runners getting into 9, less than about a minute apart. Both of them hearing the pig, trying to solve the puzzle now. How do you get to him? Unfortunately for Slidick, he's out of bombs.
Oh, that's not a good thing, especially when you can't go up the way you want to. It's looking like we may be in a magic staircase situation here. Oh, that's disappointing. Yeah, unfortunately, Virus rolled up, so you're not going to be able to kill them for bombs. So there, unfortunately, goes one of the options that Slick may have had for farming bombs here in this line. Yeah, no, this Slick does go ahead and acquire some bombs there. This level, Ganon being all sorts of teasy.
Oh.
Oh, Slidick found the bomb hole. Shatty gonna be right there. Oh, this is gonna be good. Both of them gonna be going into the Ganon fight at the same time. This is fantastic.
And now there's just that open shutter door behind as well.
Oh my word. This is where the white sword's gonna come in. Only has to stab 7 or 8 times, as opposed to the 15 that Shatty's gonna have to do. But Shatty did get the stun lock off there a couple of things, and there is Slidick with a couple as well. So this is, wow, in stereo fighting, absolutely incredible. Both of our runners putting that red ring to good use, allowing them to eat fireballs to the face and not have to worry about it. Slidick there with a good portion of the stun lock, not able to get all of it. Ganon not agreeing, and there it is. Slidick's got the kill. Shatty with a wood sword stun lock here. This is incredible here. Shatty gonna go ahead and lose the stun lock, unfortunately. Slidick with the kill. So now we get to see, is Zelda right above Ganon? The answer is no, but a staircase is going to be very interesting to see if Slidick's going to opt to take this or not. Same thing with Shatty. Here we go. This, right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is fantastic.
This is how a Game 3 should end.
Yeah, absolutely. Slidick bombed out of Ganon's room and saw the shot. Excited. Not Zelda, unfortunately. Shatty gonna go through the same thing. Wow, I got excited when I saw that shutter door. How about you?
Yeah, every shutter door from here on out is gonna be, is it no, or yes.
I know, every shutter door, like, I'm not even in this race and my heart is pounding right now. So, we have a variance in routes here, as Shatty opted to take the staircase above Ganon, whereas Slidick has opted to take the corridor staircase that was guarding the one that went just into Ganon. Putting them in the same column, just on the opposite ends. Shatty ending up at the bottom of it. There was a shutter door. There's also a shutter door. Slidick ending up on the top of the E column. So still no Zelda. Every time I see a shutter door, I get super excited. There was another one.
And you were already excited when we started this.
I know. I mean, we saw a race the other night that had all the doors in 9, but this time it's so much more tense-filled because we're just waiting for one of them to pop open. Slidick has found himself another staircase. Let's see where this pops him out. Although I would be willing to bet at this point Zelda's probably in that one of those corners, either top left or the bottom left there. Oh, there was another shutter door, but they are rooms apart. They are in the same room now. This is crazy. As Shatty goes left, and there's the door. Shatty gonna finish it by like 3 sounds. Slidick went, wow! Wow! What a thing! That was amazing. Like, Slidick was right there. That was like Shatty was giving up. Wow! 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 What a finish!
Oh, that is incredible. That is everything you could want out of a Game 3 and more.
Absolutely. Slidick gonna go ahead and find Zelda here immediately. Gonna go ahead and finish. Yes, Shatty. Official SRL time of 58 minutes and 35 seconds. Slidick 59 minutes and 13 seconds. Wow, indeed.
What a finish there.
Like, you can't ask for a better Game 3 than what we just saw.
No, you absolutely cannot. That is fantastic. GG to both runners. It's a shame that that will be the end of Slidick's tournament run here, but wow.
I mean, if you're gonna go out on a race, that's a hell of a race to go out on.
Oh, absolutely. We'll see if we can get both these runners in here for a quick chat about that.
But yeah, no, that was incredible. Like, I'm not even in the race. Like, and I'm sitting here like I'm ridiculously like hype. Both of you guys, holy crap!
Oh no, I went south. And I should have went west.
You two were in that room at the exact same time.
Oh, get out of here.
No, Shatty, you went left, Slidick went down. That's literally what happened in the room at the same time.
I'm sick.
Like, that match was incredible.
Oh, absolutely. No, and really, like, it came down to one decision in 8, more or less. You know,
How do you mean?
Slidick had the white sword. Well, Shatty had the wood sword, but y'all got in the time that y'all took to dig out dungeons. It took you just a bit longer to dig out 8, and Shatty was able to get back in from 5. He had to go back and pick the Triforce up out of 5 to get in. And was able to get back just a little quicker by skipping that item. But we had simultaneous Ganon fights going on.
Yeah, that the Ganon fight was just incredible. So, like, there's questions that could really be asked about certain things, but honestly, the best thing I can say about this is go watch it back, because there's not a question that I'm gonna ask that's gonna do anything we just saw justice.
Absolutely.
But I suppose I will ask, what were your thoughts overall on this seed in particular?
I thought it was pretty quick. I'm always missing something. It feels like it's either the ladder or the bow. You always think you're gonna cruise, and then you get to the end and you just don't have something, and then you got to go back and start redigging. It's never where you want it to be.
Yeah. And then, of course, when you come across a ladder block draft in level.
Exactly. I was like, well, I got 2 dungeons left. I'm sure I'll run into a ladder somewhere.
Nope.
But GG's to Slidick. I feel like we could probably play like 100 games and it would be 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely good game, man.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, there's not any questions that I really could ask here that would do anything that we just saw justice. So, again, congratulations to both of you. That quite possibly has, in my mind anyway, the match of the tournament so far.
Oh, without a doubt. It's just stunning to watch the two of you play this.
Yeah. I will warn you ahead of time, if you're watching wearing headphones, I suggest turning it down a little bit. I may get a little excited near the end.
You never.
But yeah, so I mean, I guess the only question here is really no rest for the wicked here for you, Shatty, as you get to play Fury SK in the next round, and he was the winner of the All Boards No Swords tournament that was run this past earlier in this year. So, what are your thoughts going into that matchup?
Oh, did he win that one? I didn't know.
Yeah, the seed that those two played last night was. I dealt them a good one, and by good I mean the combat was horrible. The only saving grace was it was a ladderless seed. We don't know where the ladder was in that seed.
I don't know that we know where the ladder is in that seed still.
Yeah.
I'm good buddies with Fury, so it should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it a lot. Can't wait to put the beat down on them.
mean, I don't know if I should be, cheering for anyone in that match because, both of you here picked up the blue boomerang. I know Fury is going to pick up the blue boomerang. I'm not sure if I really should be cheering for any of you guys, but
Fury says it's the best, so I think the first one is the best, especially if it's early.
Yeah, I will agree with you there. The earlier the boomerang, the better by far. So we'll start. We'll start with you. So, like, any final words here? Because, like I said, there's really not a whole lot of questions I can ask that would, that would do anything sort of justice. So, I'm just going to ask anything you want to add, say, comment on the whole shebang.
No, I'm just sitting here in stunned silence still. Really disappointed, but
I can understand that.
It's been fun as always. I enjoy these tournaments.
It's always good to see you come out for the tournament. So, like, wait, there's a tournament. There's Slidick again.
Yeah, I don't really play much in between, but love the tournaments.
No, but it's always fun to see you in the tournament.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. Same question to you, Shad. Any final comments before we turn out here for the evening?
Nope. GG to Slidick. Sounds like this one's going to be fun to watch back, and looking forward to playing Fury. And thanks to you guys, as always.
No, that was absolutely incredible. And here's the obligatory pitch. As you can see there, our runners' names are in the chat. So please, you just saw what they're capable of. Give them a follow. They have absolutely earned it for what they just put on here. Give them a follow here. And if you also want to, please go ahead and give my restreamer/tracker/commentary partner behind the scenes, Raystra, a follow as well. Because a little peeling back behind the curtain, all of the races you saw get put on today, he was basically the mastermind behind all of it. I had a bunch going on. Krim had a race, so all of our usual suspects who were helping out were all busy doing things, so give him a follow as well. Especially if you like seeds where they're all maze-like and you see the bow just sitting on the ground and he just walks around and can't find it, because that's always going to be a thing as well. Sorry, Nora, I love you, buddy.
Thanks,
But with that, on behalf of both of our runners here, as I mentioned, and of course my broadcast partner here, Raystra, I am the Greenleaf Effect, reminding everybody to, of course, as always, keep hailing. Have a good night, everybody.